Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Scott, and today we're taking a look at the Rakshasa, which is the newest model for the new Sorcerer King's army in Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings. Bellum Games was kind enough to send me a copy of this model, and it is awesome. So let's go ahead and dive into this review. Let's start things off by taking a look at the sprues. Now, as always, Bellum has really knocked it out of the park with the details on this kit. There's a lot of really fun things that are going to be awesome to paint. The fire in particular is really cool. Now, this kit is split across 4 sprues. 2 of those sprues make up the 2 different arm variants, with one of them having all of the sword arms and the other having the halberd arm. The pieces are well organized, clearly labeled, and as long as you follow the assembly instructions, this model should go together pretty easily. The assembly instructions are straightforward and easy to follow. One improvement that Bellum made on this kit is that they labeled where the glue is supposed to go on the different pieces by making them darker on the assembly instructions and putting a little glue icon next to it. That's really handy. It makes it a lot easier to build this kit. Now, there was a typo in the kit on the torso pieces. One of the variants tells you the pieces for the other variant. Bellum posted the correction on their Instagram. The image is on screen right now. Make sure that you glue the right pieces together, or you won't be able to get the arms to position in the right way. You might be wondering just how large this model is, so here he is next to some other models from the Sorcerer King's army. Now, in general, the Sorcerer King's army is very slim. The models are skinny and smaller looking, so he looks really large next to models from his own army. When you put this model next to other monsters from other armies, you'll see that he's pretty much normal monster sized. He is bulkier than some of the smaller monsters like the Jotnar and the Abomination, but he is definitely much smaller than some of the larger monsters in the game like the Apex Predator and the Tauntaur. Now, part of his height is a little bit deceptive. He is leaning over quite a bit, which makes him look a lot shorter. There are 2 different versions of this model in the rules. First, we'll look at the Rakshasa Bakasura, which is the character hunting variant. Now, this is a heavy monster regiment with a march of 7, volley of 1, clash of 3, 15 attacks, 16 wounds, resolve and defense of 3, and an evade of 1. For his special rules, he has Aura of Death 5, Born of Flame, Cleave 1, Elemental, Impact 5, and Terrifying 1. In addition to that, he has 2 special rules, one that gives him a bonus when he charges a regiment that has a character stand in it. It also allows him to issue a duel against the character in that stand, and if the character refuses, he gets to have flurry against that regiment in his subsequent clash action. His second special rule makes it so when he dies, he gets to pick an enemy character that's within 8 inches of one of your characters, and he basically forces that character to throw a fireball at the enemy, who then takes 8 automatic hits. It's a really cool, fun little fluffy rule. Overall, this version of the Rakshasa is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to add this interesting dynamic to gameplay where your opponent's going to have to hide their characters from you because the buffs he gets against character regiments are really huge, really impactful, and it's kind of scary to have this idea that a monster can go around sniping your characters out of regiments. The second version of the Rakshasa, the Ravenar, functions very similarly to the other variant. It trades attacks for cleave, making it more likely that your attacks actually do damage. It also has Fiend Hunter, which gives it a bonus when it's fighting against brute and monster regiments. In place of being able to duel characters, this monster gets a charge bonus when charging against monster regiments. It's going to function on the table very similarly to the other Rakshasa, but you're definitely going to want to throw it at bigger targets. You're going to throw this at your enemy's monsters and anything that has a higher defense so that you can really get the most out of that cleave. Now, the big question is, do you need this in your army? If you are a Sorcerer King's player, I think you absolutely need to have at least one of these models in your army. If you're like me, I'm going to probably end up owning 3. I'll probably have 2 Bakasuras and 1 Ravenar. I think their rules are solid enough that I'm going to expect to see at least one of these in every Sorcerer King's list I ever play, both because of the cool factor, but also just because they have solid rules. I think they're going to be dependable, and the painting side of things is just going to be a ton of fun. I'm really looking forward to getting to paint some of these for my army, and I think you will enjoy them just as much as I will. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope that you've enjoyed it and that it's been helpful to you. If it has, be sure to like the video and then subscribe to my channel so you can see future videos I make. I'd like to give a special shout out to my channel members that make videos like this possible. If you would like to become a channel member, consider hitting the join button below this video. As always, have an amazing day, and we'll catch you in the next one.